So guys, welcome once again. We are going to be making delicious. You see the way I'm taking my time? Delicious peppered goat meat. This is not your regular goat meat. This goat meat is special. As in, I am giving you top secret recipe of the peppered goat meat of all of all goat meat. So here I have my male goat. Never buy female goat too. You see, this is what they call the akpamu, if you know what I'm talking about. So this is male goat. Smells flavorful, cooks really quickly. So I'm going to be putting this into my pot, and we're going to steam on dry heat, no water, with all our seasoning for a few minutes before we cook it. So it is time to put in all of our seasoning. I'm going to start with my sliced onions. No goat meat without steaming with some freshly sliced onions. In goes my salt. Salt to taste, remember. But at this stage, you really want the salt to get into your goat meat. This is the stage that makes or mar your goat meat. If it's not well salted at this stage, it's never going to be delicious. Never, ever, ever. Time to put in my pepper. 1 teaspoon of Cameroon pepper, very important. Seasoning cubes. That's all you need. Stir it around. Allow the goat to give off its natural juices before topping it up with some tap water, okay? Make sure your heat is on low while you allow the goat meat to give off its juices. Time to top it up with some water. So it's going to cook until it's tender. Before I close my pot, I'm going to put in a bit of thyme and rosemary. Half a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of rosemary, and half a teaspoon of thyme. And I'm going to cover it up to cook until it's tender and until our water that we're using cooking it dries up. So it is time to see how our goat meat is doing. Oh my goodness, this is how I like it, soft. And the water has boiled enough. As you can see, I don't have any water in here. So we're going to fry the goat meat now, and then come back and saute it. Now it's time to fry our goat meat. Before sauteing, we're going to fry. So put in some oil into your frying pan or your wok, and then we'll put in our goats to fry. Our oil is hot now. Woo! I can feel the heat. Time to send in our goat meat. Just look at that. Our goat meat is fried. Remember not to dry your goat meat for too long. You don't want it to lose all the moisture content. The goat meat is ready. It's time to saute in some peppers. Into the same pot, I'm going to be stir frying the peppers and the onions for our goat meat. Put in your oil, about 50 mils of oil, cooking oil. Put in your finely chopped onion. That onion is not enough, so I'm going to put in some more onions. Be generous with your onion, they're shadowed here. Put in your salt, your seasoning. Remember, we already cooked our goat meat with salt and seasoning, so be very careful. Just a pinch of salt. It's time to put in your red Scotch bonnet pepper, a whole lot of red Scotch bonnet pepper. Or if you are allergic to pepper or you do not like peppers, please cut it down and put in red bell peppers instead of Scotch bonnet. Then I'm going to be putting in just one chopped tomatoes. Just one chopped tomato. One. Because I don't want the heat to be excessive. So just one tomato chopped in pieces. Then I'm going to put in my seasoning. Just a cube of seasoning for the bell peppers and onion to taste great. Now I'm going to fry this until it forms a rough paste. Beef stock. So our onion and pepper has been sauteing for about 10 minutes. I'm going to put just a tablespoon, like 4 tablespoons, 1 cooking spoon of beef stock in the absence of our goat meat stock. So imagine this is your goat meat stock. If you do not have goat meat stock, just get 3 tablespoons of beef stock. Put this in. Then you're going to pour in your goat meat. And the fried goat meat is going to absorb all of this. And then, look at your fried goat meat. Put this in. Woo, this looks good. Stir together. Allow the goat meat to absorb all of the sauce that you just poured in. And put down your fire on low. Turn down the heat to low. Okay. Then just cover this up and allow the goats to absorb all the juices. This should happen in about 5 minutes. So let's see how our goat meat is doing. Yum, yum, yum. This is ready. It is time for us to put in our garlic. I'm going to show you what I'll be using. So we have here our chopped bell peppers, green pepper, red pepper. You can put in some yellow peppers if you have. Piece of salt. Piece of seasoning. Oh my God. This is ready. Goat meat and bell pepper sauce is ready.